Hey, family, how you guys doing? Look, I came on early today. Look, I know a couple of podcasts ago, I wanted to give y'all a list of books, and I finally got the book in. I know y'all was looking at the title of Tama Do It. Here's the book. Whew, let me tell you. The book, it's Do It. You don't need there. That's the word I was tripping. I kept putting other words that I love this book. I already read the book. I already read the book. But look, I know Mother's Day is coming up, and this is the perfect book. The perfect book. Do it. You don't need their validation with the period at the end by Sharon McCrimmon. Look, this book, you can find it on Target and Amazon. So I want to go ahead and put it out there early. But I really enjoyed this book because it's like yesterday I was talking about life coach and I was gonna try to get into the book and I was like, no, I'm gonna enter this book all by itself because as growing up, a lot of times we think we need everybody's validation. Come on now, think about it. You think about when you was little, you want everybody validation. You want your mama to like you, your daddy to like you, your friends to like you. You want all this validation because even I, up to like 49, 50 years old, I thought I needed validation from people. And I'm like, validation from who? And like she put, do it. You don't need their validation. And that's that word there. It ain't saying all the other things that y'all can put in there, but we talking about common sense. Come on, let's not look at this and say you could put anything in there, but I'm talking about there. We're talking about people. We're talking about people. We're not talking about things, places, laws. We're talking about people. You don't need their validation. Because I thought about when I was doing these podcasts, doing these videos, and people will give me the little thing and this, and I'm like, I get it, I get it. But when you behind that camera, I mean, your mind be going because I remember my mind was thinking ginger or cayenne pepper. I forgot, and I said garlic. And I saw the video. I was like, dang, why did I say garlic? Why did I say garlic? Because all you thinking is, I don't know who's on the other side of that camera. I don't know who's back there. But right now, what I'm looking at is my daughter's pictures. I look at something that I can, like if I'm talking to them. So I look at their pictures or I look at some scenery, thinking about their playing in the background. So it's like I'm talking to them, having a good conversation. So I can see the authentic me, the real person that, I have a life. I have, shortcomings. I got strong strengths. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. I have good days and negative moments because I'm not going to say, these days, but moments. You have different negative moments. You have bad moments, but I'm not going to put it at my whole day. But I'm just saying for their validation, I'm like, man, I wonder if I brought my kids up thinking that they need validation from them, them. Then I think about me and I'm like, dang, I did. I was like so insecure that I needed their validation. I just remember I was like in school, I was like, dang, do they like me? Do they this? Do they that? And then you get up age and you be like, by the time you 55, by the time you like learn the truth and the little thing I ended on yesterday, learn the truth, like, well, dang, I ain't need none of their validation. I'm my own person. The answer was already inside. The answer was there. And I'm thinking I need everybody to tell me this and tell me that when, you research for yourself because you get the information from people and you research for yourself. But sometimes I'm going to tell you, sometimes that information you be like, man, what they saying? And this don't make any sense. Sometimes we have to put the logic, put the common sense, put the truth, not the facts, but the truth. Because a lot of times we just be like missing the mark. We be like, man, what they doing over there? And it's like sometimes that stuff is not your business. But like I was just saying about the validation, I was like, man, I remember sometimes it's like the little things people do that, like, Like the times when your mom's on the phone, or not your mom's on the phone, but your mom just hung up the phone, and then there's even it's bill collectors or people they don't want to hear, and they be like the first, like, tell them I'm not home. You be like, should I validate and go what my mama say, or get on the phone and say my mama says she not home? You know what I'm saying? The little things that we do, the little things that we pick up, the little things that make you insecure, the little things that just make you, like the double dutch. You waiting the kid to get in. You got this anticipation, like, okay, what do I do? What do I go? And then it's like little pieces of you, like, we're a whole person, but it's like little pieces of you. You start the lying, you start the this, you start the that, and you lose your boundaries, you lose validation, you lose things that people got you to lie. Oh, I got that on you. You know what I'm saying? So they're coming up front, look, I lied, this, coming up and just being you, and having that integrity, having that loyalty, having that, well, man, everybody said, what would Jesus think? What would Hashua think? What would God, what would the Most High want you to do? Like some people, like me, I'm a savvy one to say well done, but I know, some of the things that I made mistakes, made a lot of mistakes, but I saw that I had a whole bunch of angels around me that pushed me to do right, that looked at me. And then you have this conscience, because people have you, like, you got the angel on this side, the devil on this side, and this one's whispering this ear, and one with, I know them commercial, the cartoons whispering, and you like who to go with, your mind be, because I promise you, I don't know if y'all want to put in the chat, I don't know if this ever happened to you. God always give you a way out. When you're about to do something negative, bad, or indifferent, I'm gonna say indifferent, God always give you a way. I don't care what nobody say. Either the phone will ring, you got a hesitation, you got a moment, you stop. Always give you a out. Always. I don't know. Y'all gotta think about it. And the devil just push you, and you be like, oh, blah, 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 and you fall and flip. But as humans, we can change. We can go back, ask for forgiveness, tell the truth. But sometimes it's like the boundaries. We lose our boundary, lose our way, because we leave pieces. Okay, you said that lie, and then you got to remember that lie. Then you said that, and you got to remember. You're like, I ain't got time to remember all them lies. Let me just say this is an orange, because this is an orange. I ain't gonna say apple. Y'all get me? Because it's a lot of times, our moral compass come up, and that's you doing something like it. They say you can't date anybody in this at your job, and you doing it. You think you're getting away with it, but I'm telling you, stuff always come to light, because that's like they saying, don't take a crap where you eat. Yeah, I know them words. You don't want to do certain things, just like in the military. I remember back in the 90s, they were saying, well, if you date an officer by 2020, not 2020, by 2000, you got to marry. I forgot at what time frame that was, or what I remember that came out, because it was fraternization, and we could not date an officer, enlisted could not date, or you couldn't really date E4 and below, and non-commissioned officers. And it was like, people can't tell you who to love and who not to like, because I'm going to tell you, when them hormones kick up, that's why I be like, stay out the flesh, be godly. This is when you got to fix your moral compass and be like, okay, let me hold tight, because sometimes we be looking for that validation. We be looking for some type of sign, and it's in your head. You already know. You got to sit down and sometimes have that deep conversation with yourself, to talk to yourself, to be like, should I, y'all know, little things that just pick, you let this person move too close, and they think that they in, and that, because you don't have boundaries. Like, let's just put it like this. Okay, you got a divorce, and you have children with this person. Then when you got your new husband, you just let the other, your ex just kill your boundaries, think they could come lay in your house and do all this. and then you're disrespecting your current husband, or vice versa, your current wife, your ex-wife. You have to look at the boundaries. You got to look at the things that you're going to stand and what you're not going to stand, because you're actually hurting that current relationship. And nobody wants to be divorced and remarried. I'm just trying to show you a scenario, because a lot of times we just let the disrespect go so far to where you like, man, if you take that, what are you not telling me? In scenarios that happen, and you like, you see it all over TV, you see it all over TV, you be like, man, do they not know? Especially when you have the in-laws and the family and that blended family, it get a little murky, and we just let the disrespect go. We let this go. We let it go one time, then we let it go two times. Then all of a sudden, you and your current spouse are about to break up because y'all just not setting them boundaries. And that's why I like it. And said, just do it, because you don't need nobody's validation. You don't need nobody to validate anything you got to say, because what you got going on with that mate is what you got going on with that mate. What you got going on with yourself, you got going on with yourself. I can see if you're doing something, because we're not talking about doing something, out of character, illegal. We're talking about thinking that you gotta get somebody's approval. You gotta say, yo, can I do this? Can I make a video? Do you like this title? Okay, I like oranges. You don't like oranges? Okay, I'm not gonna like oranges. Little things that we have, like the common sense, but sometimes it's like the lack of love. We just wasn't loved right. And some people like, oh, I just need you to, I need you. You be like, you don't need nothing but God and to love yourself. And I'll be like, I need a V8, but it hits you in the head like, come on now. Stop being stuck on stupid. So, a lot of times, if we just say things out loud, the things that we do for love and all this other validation, you be like, dang, was I really like that? So the next time that you feel that you need others to validate you, think about it sometime. Sit down and write the list. I know you're like, girl, you always tell me writing lists. It's necessary. It's necessary. Or I want you to definitely get the book. Definitely get the book. Please get the book, and it will help you. Whew, I'm going to read it again, because it's like it blesses you. It just, it's like it puts the arm around you to show you that you already validated. I don't care what nobody said. You already validated. I'm just waiting for, Miss Sharon to sign my book. So as soon as she gets to the book signing, the book it just came out. I want to say 3 weeks ago, either 2 or 3 weeks ago, it just hit the stands, and I said I gotta get it, because I sent her a picture. And I was like, hey, look what I got. So yes, and I mean, you gotta look at it, because sometimes we fear our own thoughts. And I get it. I get that you fear your own thoughts. We all do, in a way, because everybody has weaknesses and everybody has strong strengths. It's just that sometimes you put those 10,000 hours in each and every one of them so you could be a better you. Because when I found that I was a high D, I was like, well, let me slow down. Let me slow down and make this plan. Because I wasn't an traffic controller. Like, what is that? Air traffic controllers like systems. They like, standards. And this book says this. So they go by the rules and regulations. High D, we sometimes fly by the seat of our pants and ain't got no plan. That's what sometimes I don't be writing down what I need to talk about. But today I made sure I wrote down what I need to talk about, because I just want to, encourage you guys to know that you don't need their validation. And y'all know that people that I'm talking about, the people who really don't like you, jealous of you, have this ego trip, because it's something in them that's like, man, you be like, how people poke the bear. They be like, and they doing this to you. Like, can you stop? It's like, are you just doing this on purpose? But it's like, it's the thems that have the issue. Or you be thinking, oh, maybe if I do this, they'll be my friend. Just like, if you don't drink, and I know plenty of people wanted me to drink, and I've been to plenty of places. Like I've been to Korea 3 times. Yes, I've been to Korea 3 times. All 3 times I didn't have a lick of alcohol, nothing. I was like, because actually, I wrote down and I had to actually face why I didn't drink. And I'm being so raw. I was scared. I was scared. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna act. I don't know this. I don't know that. And plus, champagne and Vicks Formula 44 puts me on my behind where I need to sleep at least 16 hours. That's how tired and that's how it does to me. But alcohol, I had fear from what's in that bottle because I heard so many things about people getting raped, drugged, and all this other stuff. And I said, I ain't trying to be no victim. I'll have some water. Main thing I have is cranberry juice, but I was like, nope, I don't even want the cranberry juice. I just have water. And I know you go and they tell you the designated driver, you the DD, they want to give you all the soda. I didn't even want the soda. Actually, believe it or not, I would stay on the dance floor and dance the whole night and be dehydrated. You'd be like, girl, you did that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like, dang, she got a lot of energy. I was like, that was me. I was like, we at the club, this playing my music. I'm gonna dance. When it's not my song, I get off. But I had to admit that. And I had to find out about myself. So I don't know how you are, but I was like, I'm not gonna let nobody push me. So I learned that I had some discipline. I had to hone on different, different qualities and different attributes and different, how they say the things that's non-negotiable, things that you just whether it was your, how they say words are just going and just going. Usually I'd be like just spitting words out, but it was more like my morals. It was like I was like, I'm not, I just can't, I just refuse because you know because some people, yeah, like domestic violence and different things, and you see alcoholism and you see different things, you're like, nah, I just can't, because too many negative things happen when alcohol is involved. And that's just how I felt. And I was like, I can't do it. So I'll protect everybody else. I was like, mama, I was like, I'll protect, I got you. And I'd be looking at people like, no, you think you ain't getting nothing tonight. I'd be like that. And they'd be like, man, you cock blocking. I'm like, so until you say, hey, I'm gonna do, I'd be like, all right. But I was like, I was hated, but I didn't care. I didn't care. Sometimes, like I was an E7, I had a belt around my neck and I'm in formation. And I'd be like, look at y'all talking to the soldiers with my belt. And I know I have fussed out by the sergeant major, but I didn't have no one call me with any issues because I had that belt and I was serious. Not that I was going to spank them, but I wanted to show them that I had that much love and respect because you are under my command. You are, I'm a non-commissioned officer and we somewhere far, far, not in your, wasn't in the United States, but we in a military base, and I'm sitting here looking at each and every one of your faces. And how can I explain to your parents or anybody what happened to you? And I was like, no. So it was out of love. They thought it was out of, oh, she hated us. And I'm like, no, it's far from it. And it's like that fear just builds up in front of you, and you just like, no, I care about you guys, and you don't want to seem soft. So you say, look, if I gotta come and get any one of y'all guys, y'all getting written up. I was just said a few choice words because back then every word came out of my mouth was an MF. MF, MF, MF. That was my word, and I got it from I got it from Bernie Mac because he was. He said that you could say a whole sentence and not say certain words, but everybody knew exactly what you was talking about. And that was me. That was like, dang, you cuss that much, your mouth is that fine. And I'm like, man, I'm in this world, in this world that is not for us, not for us, especially the other, females, and you had to be a certain type of way. You had to, not saying I was strong or whatever, but I had to, hold up and be of a certain whatever you want to say. And I had to represent, you know what I'm saying? Because these are people that's under my leadership. And I'm like, look, I care. I don't want this happen to you. And I got everybody home safe. You know, it was like maybe one incident, but like I said, alcohol was involved. And when alcohol's involved, you don't know. You really can't get really all of the truth. You'll get their perception, his perception, her perception, and only God knows the truth. And then when you get both sides, you start seeing like, and that'll mess up your career, mess up your life. But we're just talking about validation, because people, not saying people get horny, but when them hormones fly, it's a wrap. And you got to get validation. Then you be like, look, do you want to or not? And if they say yeah. But if they say no, get your behind and go home. Go get some cold water. Go jump in the lake. Go meet Sarmac so she can whip your behind because she got the belt around her neck. I'm just saying. But anyway, family. I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all all to get this book. It's a great Mother's Day birthday gift. Look, Earth Day is coming up. Buy it for Earth Day. Look, do it. You don't need their validation. And it's by Sharon McCrimmon. Mrs. Sharon McCrimmon. And I just want y'all to go get this book, because a lot of times, actually, nobody wants to admit that they actually feel lost. A lot of people don't want to admit that they feel lost. They feel hopeless. And I'm like, wait, hold up. Didn't I tell you all the time how powerful beyond measure you are? Didn't I? And y'all got to read that poem. You got to read that poem, because sometimes, it's like you got to shine that light in that dark, whatever you're in, to wake up and say, you're not lost. You're not lost. I mean, yeah, they took our heritage and took our whatever, our past. I get it. But we are making so many strides. We're making so many strides that we should never, ever feel lost ever again, because the truth's coming out. But like right now, you're not lost. You're like, I know sometimes you get scared and you get fearful, but you need to sit down and realize, where's the fear coming from? Why do you feel lost? As long as you love yourself and you have God, oh my goodness, you don't need their validation at all. I'm gonna keep saying that all over again, because sometimes I like to be in solitude and by myself, and and alienated from everybody, because it's like things you got to work out. And in that time is where you develop self-worth, self-love. In that time, you feel like, I can do this. You be like, I'm doing it. And you realize you doing it and you did it. And you be like, man, what I'm doing? What? I don't need that validation. Just go on about your business. Go on about your business, because we got like missing things. And of course, and I always talk about how, you got to forgive your parents or forgive this, because sometimes when they say no and they don't know your love language, it's like a slap in the face. Says, oh, you don't love me. And you feeling like deep holes. And it's like far from the truth. Far from the truth that they don't love you. Far from the truth, because some people do stupid things out of love. You be like, how is that love? Just like the abuse of, how is that love? I be like, so you feel you gotta slap me upside my head to tell me I love you? I can see you tap me in my butt, you like, whoa, cute, but you gotta be my man, because you ain't touching my butt any other way. Because anyway, you're gonna get the fish. I know the movie, you're gonna get the fish. But anyway. I can see if you do that, but to hurt and cause a bruise, come on now. That's not love. And even speaking out your tongue and saying hateful things, or having that tone of, yeah, I love you. That be nice. Be nice. Be what, and I can't say be what you want, but do everything in your power to make sure that your mate is having a wonderful day, that you know that you love them. because you want the best. You want no pain, no aggravation. You don't want no discomfort. Same thing with your children. Same thing with your baby. Protect them all around. Put that whole armor of God around them, just like what's around you. You put that about your mate. And that's what we got to do instead of trying to get some validation from people that can't stand you, don't love you, and don't even know what you go through. They don't even know anything really about you because they just think they know you. They be like, she doing that. Her hair, her nose, her face, her skin, anything, especially like, well, she's skinny. And I'm like, what my skinniness got to do with anything about you? I'm just a person, just like billions of us. It's billions. I'm like in the billions. It's one in a billion. So I don't know if you're gonna find someone that looks just like me, but they may favor. But I'm an individual and I'm trying to be my authentic self. So it's no need to compare because you need to be the best you as possible. Because you may not be a high D. You may be a air traffic controller. You may just be, one in the crowd to be a grounds crew that want to just celebrate and party, because when it's time to party, I can party. When it's time to be around people, I be like, people can sit right next to me and I be like, in my head, I be like, am I really here? And I was like, let me just speak to the person because they probably fear you sitting next to me. You know how they, I be like, hey, how you doing? And people like, are you really talking to that person? Why not? They sitting beside me and be unrude not to speak to them because they sitting in there thinking in their head, I don't want to be here. I'm in my head, I don't want to be here. We sitting here both, I don't want to be here. So I be like, hey, you don't want to be here either. And you break the ice and you laugh. And next minute, hours done pass. You got a friend. They be like, man, I judged you. You like, why? Why? A lot of people do that. And we do that. And we shouldn't. We judge. And we already have these preconceptions because our perceptions, and we be totally wrong. You be missing a good friendship because you totally wrong because you looking for somebody else validation. Yeah, don't like her. Yeah, don't like him. Why? Why? You I'm just saying. There's a lot of times we take things and don't even realize what we're doing. We don't even realize what we're doing. I'm gonna go through my notes and make sure that I'm getting everything because what I want to make sure is it's what I can speak on is it's so easy, like from right and wrong. It's so easy to have the easy right and the hard left. I'm gonna do the hard left. You like, dang, you be making things worse. How do I make things worse when you want me to do a shortcut and then I'm gonna be missing so many steps? So when it's time to like take the test or really accomplish, I'm gonna be missing things and I'm gonna wonder why, like the puzzle ain't fitting, the math problem don't work. When I went to the computer because I missed some steps, I don't know how to work the phone. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, you forgot to hit the Wi-Fi. Oh, you forgot to put the period. It's anything. When you miss steps and do shortcuts, man, you mess your whole self up. Everybody want to do shortcuts instead of just knowing the process. Let me tell you, there's so much beauty in the process because that's when you learn you. That's when you know how you could push the boundaries, how you know how you can bend because you're so resilient. And a lot of people, I can't bend, I bend. And I be like, push yourself. You just put, you be like, oh, I did it. Oh, wait, I'm bending. I can bend. I'm resilient. I'm like, I told you it was powerful beyond measure. I told you it was enough, but you in your head, listening to everybody saying you ugly, stupid. Yes, those words hurt, but it's that you. Like people like, oh, you nappy head. I'm like, well, dang. When I took the perm out, I was like, this is what coming out. I'm like, so what you call nappy head? Because when people call me black tar baby, I was like, am I black tar baby? And then I was like, this is black. And I be comparing it to myself. I was like, am I really black? You be saying stuff like that. I don't know about y'all, but I used to doubt. And I'd be like, look, let me get this right. So you said, because I be getting the truth. I'd be like, okay, let's sit down. And I know some more people like, you just too much. And I'd be like, no, let's sit down and work this out. Because if this is what you mean, and that's what I mean, let's find the medium and get this right. Because I'm all about getting the solutions to be a finisher. Because I'd be like, We can't go until we solve these problems. We can't go until we this. I remember and I know I'm talking fast, but I remember in Enoch, we were supposed to get a mentor in our class to read our paper to validate if we on the right path. Now, I'm thinking I'm picking somebody that was telling me the truth. So right, it was like maybe 2 weeks before graduation, not even 2 weeks, I think a week before graduation, I had to get my paper done, right? So I had my paper checked, and the person held the paper like a day, a day long, and I'm like, man, getting down in a crunch because you got to pass this paper. And they told me I was on the wrong path, and I was like, I believe you because I trusted this person. I mean, they were smart. I mean, they were in their position longer than I was. They had more OJT, well, on the job training. They have more knowledge. So I was like, let me go to the knowledge. Now you go to the nerd. You be like, I'm sticking with the nerds. I ain't staying with the party people. I'm sticking with the nerds. I ain't staying with the PT studs. I'm staying with the nerds because that's where I'm at. And that's where I'm comfortable because I was like socially awkward. So I'm listening to this person, and the whole time this person wasn't right because they felt some type of way for the color of my skin and didn't know it. But it's okay. It's okay. But I went to the instructor and they was like, hey, Shawn Williams, you was good. I was like, William, I was like, I was, but I knew it. But you know how you doubt and you be like, well, I trusted this. And I said, let me start over. And, I passed because I was on the right track. I was already there because I doubted myself and I wanted their validation. I was like, and I had to check myself because, a lot of times you'd be like, let me validate. You'd be like, And I love because she got validation with the period at the end. And I said, y'all may think I'm being silly, but it says do it and it has an explanation. But I love because at the bottom it says you don't need their validation with the period. And I laugh because I know uh she's married, Sharon McCrimmon, and she on point. I mean, whew, when I first met her, I was just like in awe, and I was like, that is a powerful woman. Well put together. When I first, it was just, man, you see somebody and it's like you want to live up to them. And I was like, woman of God. And I was like, man, and yes, she's my pastor. So I gotta put that out. Yeah, this is Pastor Shawn I'm talking about. Book. And that's why I be telling y'all to write your own book. But I'm just saying, when I met her husband, it was like, it was like two people that was like are perfect together. And it's like, man, it's like, like Eric Thomas people, you want to be like an image like that. And that's how I honor this person. That's why I was like, I'm doing this whole video just for this book, for you to get it, take it for yourself, read it for yourself. Because I was like, man, y'all know we have like different things inside of us. And it's like you need to stick with the hard left, period, to make a better you. To make a better you, because I was like, so many storms, so many rocky roads. Because y'all know when we throw our pearls, our jewels on swine, y'all already know the rocky road. Some of those seeds plant, but she always planted seeds in me. Always had a kind word. I mean, it was just, man, it was like she walked in the room and like she commanded attention, her husband too. And it was like, wow, And then when she said she was writing a book, I said, I gotta get that book. She's like a red. I was like, that's the red I want to be with. And I got to get the book. If y'all don't know, that's a long story, me telling you about the red and all other stuff. But I was like, oh, I'm buying this book. And you know what? Since you wrote your book, I'm going to go ahead and get mine. Because not saying I'm competing or comparing, but I was like, No, I was like, it's time for me to stop playing. But whew, I loved the book. I really did. And when I told you, I'm reading it for the second time. I wanted to wait and get the book signed before I read it. But I was like, no, because I wanted to share, not really. try not to say what is in the book, but I'm just saying like some of the things that I experienced, some of the things that I was like, nope, let me share this book, share it with you, get it out there so more people can see. If y'all can, please text this to your family. I'm just gonna put the book right here. Text it to your family. Do it. You don't need their validation. I'm telling you, get the book. Shan McCrimmon, like I said, is on Amazon and in Target. Soon it will be on her own website because you know Amazon be getting their change. They be getting little pieces of the of the book. But I said, let me run out and get the book and support. It's about supporting our people. Supporting, make it to a good cause. Make it to a good cause because she is just a wonderful woman of God. I mean, integrity. Oh my gosh, I can just speak highly of her. And me buying the book and me doing his like me giving her flowers. Yes, this book will be like, look, I ain't gonna say what I don't celebrate, what I do celebrate, but I will be buying these books for special people that I know, especially ladies. I'm buying this book. You can buy it for men. Don't think this is not good for Father's Day. Do not think it is good for Father's Day because it ain't just safe for women. It's just saying you don't need that validation because sometimes you need a good push. Like I was talking about being a life coach, you need that push. Sometimes you need words of encouragement for you to go back and read. Now, I'm not even going to tell you about the book. Not. But when I was saying, because I didn't want to admit this, but I was like crying. I was crying because I was like, it's like, it's like sometimes you feel you and you get that insecurity feeling and you get this vulnerable and you be like, you find yourself weeping. And I'm like, girl, stop crying. Just keep reading the book because my tears was getting all where I couldn't see. And I was like, wait, what did it say? And I was like, man, understanding. I'm like, self-discovery, self-acceptance. And we don't do that. We trying to get everybody else to tell us, and we need to go ask them what you think about this. And I'm like, but you already know. You already know, because sometimes you could be talking to the person that is the snake, is the lie, and you be like, I do. And they just trying to lash out at you. They trying to lash out you. And it's like, you don't need that. That's why I love it. It says you don't need their validation, especially the ones that's been lying to us for years, way past 1493. We don't need their validation, especially the thems. But anyway, family, if y'all don't have any questions, I just want to make sure that y'all get the book. Get the book. I will be donating, maybe for the first 3 people that email me, I will make sure you get this book. But I want to make sure you get a signed copy. So I don't know when she's going to do the book signing, but it should be coming up. Because I know, she got a lot of things going on. Like I said, she's a pastor and she's a whole lot of stuff going on. But I want to make sure that hopefully I would say by June 1st, you should have the book in your hand. And the only reason I'm saying June 1st, because I ordered this book and it took, I did Prime. I'm on Amazon Prime, and it still took a week to get the book. And I'm like, I can't check in. I can't, y'all go and check it. Like, wait, what was the date again? Because y'all know I supposed to have the book a couple of days ago when I put down books, because this is the book that I was wanting to speak about. And I'm like, why the book didn't get here? And I'm like, Ma, you seen the book? I'm in here looking. I'm like, man, I already put the thumbnail up, and I can't even show y'all the book. But I was like, nope, I got the book now. And I want you guys to get it. Support. It's y'all know that we want to be a blessing to our people. Be a blessing. This could stop somebody from committing suicide, stop somebody from getting in the bed they don't need to get back in, get in a relationship they don't need to get in, stop feeling lost. Because y'all know sometimes we're like, well, he did love me, I did marry him, or she did like me. But I'm like, but didn't y'all just break up for a reason? It all depends. Look, y'all calm down. It all depends on why y'all broke up. Because if you broke up from hitting and yelling and all that and fighting, God put y'all a separate for a reason. Y'all got to realize when God's intervening, when the devil's doing it. And y'all know that's the there. That's that word, the there. that there validation. You don't need that. That's how you got to find out who's the there. You already know who the there are. You already know. You be like, well, what happened was, and this and that, and they did open the door for me because they opened the door for you. Do you know they supposed to open the door for you? I had to read. I'm like, wait a minute, let me sit here. Are you gonna open the door? If you don't open the door, I'll be like, man, you gonna open that door? So now I'll be checking for that. I'm like, is he gonna open the door? You go, okay, all right. I ain't calling you back. I mean, just, y'all getting all the person. I'm just telling you what's in my head. But anyway, family, anyway, I just want to definitely brag about this book. Maybe I should hold it up like this. It's the book I want to brag about because man, we all need something. And then remember the whole reason why I am doing this daily, live podcast and doing all these videos, because I want you to have a better thinking. I want you to thrive. I want you to grow. And this book will help you get that blessing, get that encouragement. So you realize you never needed that validation in the first place. Because I'm going to tell you, some of the friends that you got are really not your friends. They just there just to be in the know and be nosy in your business. So you be like, did you just really do that? Then you wonder why people know your business? Because you got blabber mouths. And that's why God said, if you wanna keep a secret, tell it to God. You be like, oh, I love that. Tell it to God. I'm trying to tell you. Because I realized that your friend's gonna be with you no matter what. No matter what. But when they tell you you're doing wrong and you get an attitude, then you need to check yourself, and vice versa. Your friend should be able to check you and you not get upset. You be like, okay, wait a minute. Because you're not looking for validation, because they fixing your crown, they fixing, they fixing what's on your head. Because they want your head right, because your heart is wrong, and you with the flesh, and you always with the flesh, and you just talking out of flesh instead of speaking with your heart and speaking with your mind. Because we be falling for these parasites. Parasites be all in our head, and we be wondering what we change out of our body, but your body's demonic. Yeah, because you got all that pesticides, dirt, toxic poison all up in here, that uric acid, and you say, oh, I got this pain. You be like, well, do you really want to know what the pain is? Are you really going to stop what's causing the pain? Or am I wasting my time? Because when I be like, too much meat, they be like, the devil is a lie. So yeah, the devil's lying to you because you keep eating that meat. And then you wondering why you're not getting nowhere, and you staying down in your lower chakra. And I'm not saying that's what meat does all the time, but when your body's tore up, don't act like you don't know, because some people are doing fine, but it will catch up with you. It will catch up with you sooner or later, just like the dairy, just like the cheese. That's why y'all see I got these oranges in front of me, because right now I need to juice. I say I'm playing. I'm telling you. I'm saying playing with the oranges. You think I'm playing? I'm getting ready to make my orange juice, so I can have my juice. Yeah. You really just eat that? Sometimes I can just eat these, like 4 of them be like a dinner. You like, that's it. I'll be like, well, you got your life, I got mine. I be wanting how stay skinny. You're like, you really eat like that? I'm like, well, how else am I supposed to eat? I mean, really? I get it. But remember, everybody's life's different. Everybody's life's different. Everybody can get pushed in that. And sometimes I'd be like, boundaries. I'd be like, well, whew, if it wasn't for them patches, that pain would be like on my neck, because I'm trying different things, because that's the process of elimination. And family, don't think a process of elimination goes like that. No, it don't. It can take up to 1 to 2. It all depends on you, up to 3 years. Because sometimes I'd be like, no, I'm going to stay here. And it'd be like 4 months later till I try something new. Then I'd be like, maybe for another 3. It don't matter. It depends on me, how I feel. Maybe I'll try this. Like the other day, I actually went on a friend asked me to go out to eat. So I went out to eat. And we had a crab place. And only thing was on the menu for me to eat, it was corn, white rice, They had onion rings, but they had fried, and I was like, I don't know what it's fried with. And then they had potatoes. So what you think I ordered? I ordered some potatoes and white rice. So the next day I did a cleanse. That's why I bought all that juice, and I was juicing. I'm gonna do this because it was just a couple of days ago, and I'm like, I gotta get all that starch and stuff out because I don't want all that acid and all that. I don't want no clogged arteries. I don't want a clogged colon. I don't want nothing. I don't want no pockets coming out. I don't want nothing. I want the colon to stay smooth because I've been where my body was just wicked. My intestines was like, girl, you better hope they not matted and twisted and all that. But anyway, family, I just wanted to talk about my pastor, Pastor Sean. She did it. She got her book out, and I'm so proud of her. And I want y'all to take a look at it. Like I said, I will be. I don't know if I said three. If I'm gonna stick with three. I said three. Three people. I would definitely send this book. I want you to get a signed copy. So as soon as she do her book signing, just email me as support at Verywisealternatives, and I'll make sure you get this book. Hopefully, it'll be before Mother's Day because I know today is it's the end of the no, it's the 23rd of April. So hopefully you'll get the book by Mother's Day and it'll be signed. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and order the 5 that I want because I already got 2 people that I want to get the book to, and I want to get them signed. So I probably when I get off here, I'm gonna go ahead and order the books so I can have the books and I can get her to sign. I can get the books out to you. So, but it's just supporting our family, supporting our people, loving on our people, and getting the help that you need because a lot of us, the answers could be right here, and then you be like, dang, I knew that, I felt that. Because when you read this book, you're gonna feel yourself just open up and like, dang, I remember. You be like, I don't know, it's like, if you got that favorite sweater, that favorite blanket, and it's just hugging you, this book will hug you. This book will hug you, and it's some hard points in here that you have to swallow. Because I was like choked up, like what? And you gotta face the mirror. That's why mirror work is necessary. That's why I did the class. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but you gotta face the mirror, face them fears, face you. Because you're the only one that you got to validate and prove anything to. But we think we're supposed to do it. Yeah, I can, I ain't talking about your mate. But at some point, you got your mate, so you was already validated enough. But then again, you feeling like, ugh. I'm not saying not being vulnerable with your mate, because that's what you and your mate, y'all both supposed to fit each other. Your best friends supposed to fit each other. But you need to validate to be their friends. It's like your spouse and your kids. You damn sure ain't validating for your kids. Your kids should be seeing a better you so they can raise up and be a mini you. You know what I'm saying? Because you want them to go off and be in a loving relationship so they ain't got to come back be in your pocket, just like the men. Y'all, ladies, y'all raise the men. Don't raise the mama's boy. Raise them as men, kings and kings, as gods and goddesses that they are. And then you be like, okay, I did it right. Ooh, ah. And that parent, their spouse be, oh, thank you. They be like, I love them. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We be messing up. We're like, go fix that. Like right now, you can call your kids and get it right. Get the book, get it right. Because sometimes, boy, y'all know what y'all did. Y'all, you be like, did you just say that? Did you do that? But like right now, you still got time to get it right. You still got time to get it right. No matter what, fam. You still got time to get it right. But look, I love you guys. If y'all can, the book is down below. I know it's a long link. Just click the link. It'll go right to Amazon. You can order the book, or you just put Sharon McCrimmon, and then you could just put do it. And at the bottom it says you don't need their validation, because you don't. And it has a period. And you know what? I gotta keep talking about that period because it chuckled so much because I know the type of person she is. And she has this soft voice, and when you probably go, she has a YouTube channel and she has a Facebook. I'm not sure if she has an Instagram, but I'm pretty sure she got an Instagram. And you just hear a voice and you be like, oh, I see what she means. I see what she means. She speak clear, concise, and It'd be the words that you be like, did you just say that? You be like, in your heart need that. Same thing as your mind. Because a lot of us, our heart need to take our mind and just purge all that unnecessary stuff that you learn. And you be like, was you really doing that? Did you really believe? Did you think that that was right? Those parts, you be like, I thought I was doing right. I thought that they loved it me. And you be like, you were the problem the whole time. Because I was like, I know what I'm doing wrong. You be knowing. You be knowing, like, well, I ain't want to be in the first place. Still wrong. Still wrong. Because you was in your flesh and you was wrong. Because I was like, I know I was wrong. Because my mouth be, woo! Because I feel you disrespect me. I be like, man, I don't need that. I'm out, point blank. But now I'm learning to be soft because when I was reared up to a tomboy. How you think I made in the military? I know sometimes people, how you think I made in the military? I was like, my tomboy kicked in. I was like, y'all want me to pick that ruck up? I'm picking it up. You want me to blow my nose like this? I'm wiping. If I had to go to the bathroom, I'd be like, shoot. And I go into the bathroom and it be stinking and you just be in there, you be like, because you like, in the privacy, you be like, you be more women, you be like, am I really doing this? And you got soldiers out there like, is she doing it? And you gotta go in the porta potty and go to the bathroom and do your business and come out, wipe your nose, take your shirt, tuck your shirt back in, come out with your hat and be fine. And I'm like, oh, she did it. I'm doing it too. Because I know my soldiers could tell you, they didn't do stuff that I didn't do. If there's water and trash in the water, I'm gonna put my hand in the water. It was horrible. Pick the trash up and keep going. So, but anyway, family, I know I'm rambling, but I just want y'all to have a wonderful day. Be a better to you no matter what. I want you to thrive. This fight or flight, we need to just pick it up and just heal and grow and keep going. Because you are love, you are enough, you are powerful beyond measure. You are so amazing, and we need to stop dimming our life for all this other crap, all this other fake stuff that y'all see on here and on the TV. And you could tell when somebody's like, "Are you telling the truth?" You be like, keep watching them. Everything's gonna come out sooner or later. Everything's gonna come out sooner or later. But anyway, be the best you as possible. Be the authentic you. Because you're more comfortable, you can talk, you doing what you want. You know what I'm saying? You like whatever. When you can sit there like that, you be like, okay, so what's the next? What's the question? What's the question? Y'all got questions? What's the question? You'll be more comfortable instead of and flipping with your words and this. Because I'm gonna tell you, the how can I say it's not fear or fright, but it's like you don't know what the question's gonna be, and you gotta just be ready. You just got to be ready. I'm like, what's the question? What's the question? Then I'm in there listening. I go, okay, I got this. I got this. So, and then sometimes it's good to have, little notes. But let me make sure that I did because I want to get off here. And I want to make sure because, I was saying we got peer pressure. We got a lot of peer pressure that we go through. Easy to lie. Things with money, sex, drugs, alcohol, school, fake friends, all that stuff you can throw in, all that stuff you can make an arguing about. Like I'm telling you, God always put something in there for you to get out. Always. And if you don't believe me, go throughout your life and be conscious. Be conscious when you're about to do a lie or do something negative that's out of character. Then you be like, oh yeah, she right. She right. Because it's your own conscience. That's why I said your moral compass, your own. You be like, oh wait, now that part. But I'm gonna get off here. But sometimes we don't know when we have fake friends. We don't. But I don't want you to do something that you're gonna lose your self-respect. That's what I don't want you to lose something that you're gonna lose your self-respect, love of self, because we get in there and I don't want you in that position. I don't want you in that position. And that's why I'm talking about the boundaries and all that. And sometimes that's what takes pieces of us, and then we feel unworthy. Then we feeling down the dark path because we doubting ourselves, and we shouldn't doubt ourselves. We should love the skin we in. And I know a lot of it's like chemically unbalanced. because of the foods that we're eating, that we're chemically imbalanced, and the stuff that we being sprayed and what we being around. Sometimes we got to check the cologne and perfume. You got to check the makeup. You got to check what you put in your hair, especially what you put on your skin. Because this body, I got to make sure it's pure as possible. Because I'm going to tell you, whoo, when I was going through that pain with my bladder, it was not pretty. And I was like, I'm good. I'm good. That's how I can be so disciplined. Because the pain be real. And sometimes y'all be knowing how some people go through pains. You're like, I wish I had a lifeline. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you actually went through that pain, you'd be like, wait, hold up. You go through that? You go through that? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Telling you. You'd be like, I couldn't do it. Just like men be like, I can't give birth to a baby. Well, just tell you, like, it's not who's stronger, but like the men's the strength where they can pick us up and go ahead and push that baby out, baby. Go ahead and push that baby out. But that's what they're there, because they're supposed to be our protector. You know, we supposed to be, baby, I got it. Let me push this baby so we can keep having more babies. Because you're supposed to be here to be fruitful and multiply. But I'm gonna get off here, fam. I'm gonna get off here because well, I don't know what I'm about to say next, but I love you guys. I care. Let's thrive, fam. Let's thrive. Get the book. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Share it. Share this information. Share it because it's an excellent read. It's an excellent read, and it's a wonderful gift. Birthday, you name it, it's a wonderful gift. I know you can get an early Christmas gift and you can mail it to somebody. Hey, I thought about you. It's a thought about you. You know, I thought about you. Or sit down and do it in the book club. It's a perfect book club book. So, but I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you guys. So, hey Henry, how you doing? Hey Dr. Soul. Hey BJ. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button if y'all can share, and I'm gonna get ready to go because what time? Yeah. I got some things I need to do. Usually I try to stay on longer than an hour, but I really got stuff that I gotta get done. At least I knocked this video out early. Because I know my brother's getting ready to come on in a couple of hours. So y'all go check out Herbal Screen. He's getting ready to come on. I'm not sure if it's gonna be an HK network, but I know I did see the link, so I could be wrong. If y'all HK network, get an HK network. I'm telling you, excellent information. But I did want to just reiterate, check out, do it. You don't need their validation by Sharon McCrimmon. Powerful book, because a lot of us, we seeking things up and you going down the wrong path. You're just going down the wrong path. And I want you to not how I say sway this way and sway that way, because you know we drift, we got plans and things, and then you like, oh, let me watch this movie, and you drifting all of a sudden 4 hours later you're like, wait a minute, I just missed 4 hours. That part, things that you could be doing, things to make a better you. We sit here, you know, doing other things that's unproductive. And we talking being a better you, making sure that whatever you about to do is creating wealth, creating value, creating something positive, something more like self-worth. So, but anyway, family, you guys have a great day, because y'all know I'm gonna keep talking. But bye, fam.